So if you guys would like yourself a super fast AFK iron farm like the one I have right here, that can get you upwards of 8,000 iron per hour. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the very end of the video to see how we build up this really simple iron farm. So hello there everybody and welcome back to another video. And as you guys could tell by that quick little intro right there, in today's video we're going to be building ourselves up yet again another iron farm. And now it looks different because I am in my creative test world. And that's because this iron farm, this is the fastest one because this uses 20 villagers and it uses water and all that stuff. I took all of you guys' suggestions from the comment section below in order to make this. So yeah, if you want to know this race, this farm gets you around 8k iron ingots per hour. I did the math because I tested and all that stuff. And that's why I'm in a test world, a creative test world, because I just felt like I could explain it a lot better using this rather than survival mode. But the materials, they're pretty much the same. You just have some chests. We need about 10 signs, a little bit more hoppers, some water buckets, piston, and a lever. We're going to need 20 workstations. I have flushing tables because we're going to have 20 villagers in here. A couple stacks of leaves. Any block that is a solid block will work. I'm just using blocks of iron because it's easier to like count them. Then we have 2 buckets of lava we'll need, a whole bunch of glass, and a whole bunch more just blocks. Now, these aren't exact measurements in terms of the blocks, but you're going to need a lot. Let's just say that. Oh, and of course, you're going to need yourself a whole bunch of beds, a total of 20 beds for all the villagers. Oh, and by the way, make sure you guys are at least 100 blocks away from your nearest village so that you don't have any problems with it. Now, to start this out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my map out, and I'm going to face up. I'm going to face north, just so you guys can see how I build this, because it's a lot easier to explain it if you guys can see that I am facing north. Yeah, we're going to build this. We're going to start out by facing this northern way, just so you guys, like I said, have it easier to understand the sides. We're going to come right here. We're going to go ahead and build up a total of 4 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up from the ground, and then go and destroy the 3 blocks below that. And then once we get on this top block right here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our right side. So to the right, and we're going to extend out 22 blocks, so we will have a total of 23. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, and 22 blocks extended out. So from this block to this block is a total of 23. And so we're still, again, are facing north. I'm going to come to this right side where we built out of, and I'm going to build towards the northern side, towards the top. And we're just going to add 22 more blocks to this. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 21, and 22 like that. And then again from here all the way down to here is a total of 23 blocks. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to start building right here on this block we just placed. I'm just going to make sure it's completely even with this other side right here, just like so. So it ends up being a 23 by 23 square kind of platform. And then of course, you guys guessed it, we're just gonna have to make sure that we fill all of this inside in. And then right, so the next step, after we go ahead and have our nice platform all filled in just like so, all we're going to do is go to the side of this. We're just going to build up 2 blocks, and we're going to put a nice 2-block high wall around this whole entire place. And then on top of that 2-block high wall that we are placing in, we're going to go ahead and put 1 layer of leaves. So that way it's going to end up looking something like that around the whole entire way of this farm. Again, just on top of these blocks, just like so. And then right, so we have our walls all nice and built up 2 blocks high with the 1 layer of leaves on the top. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here. Again, I'm going to be facing north if you are following along. And all I'm going to do is go to my left and my right side. And I'm just going to place 2 blocks just like this on the bottoms of it. So this side right here, just these 2 blocks along the bottom. I'll let you guys watch like so. And then again, I'm going to come just to the opposite side and do the same exact thing, just placing in a total of just 2 blocks on the ground, just like so. And now next up, I recommend you guys building yourselves a nice little infinite water source on the side right here, which is really easy to do. All you have to do is place 2 blocks like this, a block like this, like this, like this, like this, and then just 2 buckets of water just like so. That will create an infinite water source so you can use our water. Because right now all we're going to do is we're going to come along the backs of all of this, and we're just going to place in 1 bucket of water on each and every single one of these blocks this whole entire way through, just like this, so that way it all forms up perfectly to where there's exactly a line in the middle right here. Again, we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side, and you will see if you're done and know if you've done this right, if there's exactly 1 little line in the middle. If there is not and is messed up, you either messed up placing the water and maybe you place it here instead of back here, or your platform is not the correct size. So go ahead and check those out if that's not working out for you. Then all we're going to do is come to this middle here where there's this lane. We're going to place 1 block on this side, 1 block on this side, place our water bucket on top of it right there, on top of it right here. and then it should have exactly 3 blocks left in the middle perfectly. And then we're going to place 1 block under there, and yet again 1 block under there, just like that, to where we have an exact middle of the farm. I'm just going to go ahead and mark this with a leaf because you have to remember where this exact middle is later. And alright, so after we go ahead and do that, what we're going to do is we're going to come to where, again, we are facing the northern part of the farm, just so you guys can see on the map if you're following along still. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this middle right here, again still facing up towards the top of the map. I'm going to come to this top left corner. I'm going to break out 1, 2, 3 blocks, just like so. And then I'm going to break out this 4th block right here, which was just the center of your farm. It should end up looking something like this. We're going to place a sign here, a sign right here, a sign right here on this side, and once again a sign right there on this side. And then now we have to get rid of these 3 water blocks in the middle. So all we're going to do is we're going to place a sign on the top. Oops. I don't even know where that went. Where are these even going? I don't even know. On the top of this block right here, that sign right there, it should create something like that. Then on this left side, we're going to place a sign like this. And on this right side, we're going to place yet again another sign like this. It's going to end up looking something like that. And so now we can destroy that. And as you guys can see, what will happen is they will just go and come down here and they will fall down. Nothing will get stuck in the signs whatsoever, and all your iron golems will end up down there in that chamber. And right now that you have this system done right here, what we are going to do now is go ahead and make ourselves our collection system. So all we're going to need is grab some blocks, and we're just going to build blocks down on this side to the ground, and I'm just going to use glass for the front of it so that way I can see what is going on. So again, just build these down to the ground level you are on. I'm just going to put glass right here so I can see them all dying in there. And then now all I have to do is I'm going to go ahead and break into here. I'm going to go ahead and break into here. All I have to do is go ahead and just knock out these 4 bottom pieces in your floor just like that, so you have a spot for your hoppers to go. What we're going to do is when you see where these signs are, we're going to come down, we're going to skip this 1 level, come down the next block. We're going to place in 1 sign right here, 1 sign right here, 1 sign here, and 1 sign here, just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and just break out of here. We're going to hop around to the outside of this. So now that we've hopped on here on the outside, what we're going to do is we're going to pick 1 side, and we're just going to break the 2 blocks above where these signs are at, just like that. Then we're going to go in behind this, build up 1, 2 blocks, 1, 2 blocks. We're going to put a wall right here on those 2 blocks, and then we're just going to build up these sides just a little bit. And now all you have to do is we have to put 2 buckets of lava in here, so 1 on this block, 1 on this block, just like that, and then we can just go and cover that up really fast, and the lava should flow perfectly to where it's over that, just like so. It should look something just like that. And now what you can go ahead and do is grab yourself your chest. You can place a chest right here. We're going to break back here, and we're just going to place in 4 hoppers, making sure they're all going into one another right here, just like so. So as you can see, you should be able to stand underneath this, which is perfect because iron golems are 3 blocks tall, so they will be burning and dying in the lava, and all of their drops and all their loot will fall down here into these hoppers and be picked up by this chest right here. And now of course you can make those hoppers go wherever you want, into a storage system or something, but this is just an example for right here. Alright, so I'm back here once again facing the north side, just like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to come and we're going to be putting in the beds right now. So if you remember where you place this block, this is your center of your farm. This is like the very center block that didn't have the water going into it originally. What we're going to do is we're going to come along the side here. We're going to build up 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then 1 block across like that. Then we're going to destroy these 3 blocks so that we have 1 block of glass sitting here just like this. And keep in mind, all these blocks right here are temporary blocks, and what we're going to do with these temporary blocks is we're going to be facing north once again, and we're going to build out 3 blocks towards this north side towards these water spouts. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do the same exact thing towards the opposite side. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 once again. And so now once again, I'm going to be facing towards the north side. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come to this end right here, and I'm going to build out 3 blocks towards the left side. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then towards the right side, I'm going to go ahead and build out 1, 2 blocks. And then this is just the little thing that we're going to go ahead and build up for this platform. Just go ahead and fill this in, making even with this side right here, and then go ahead and fill in all these blocks, because the next step is going to be grabbing ourselves our 20 beds. So now we have our beds. Again, I'm going to be facing towards the north side. What we're going to do is, you can see obviously this right here is the middle, and there's 3 blocks to either side. So we're going to place our beds facing just like this for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to turn this right side right here, place them down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it looks something like that. And then we're going to go ahead and just sneak in. We're going to come to this bottom left corner. We're going to place in 1, 2, 3 beds so that there's exactly 1 block left over here. And we're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing to this bottom right corner. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 beds like that. So there's this little block hanging over. And now what we can do is we can go destroy all of these glass blocks, because these were just some temporary blocks and we do not need them anymore. And alright, so the next step, what we're going to do is grab ourselves our glass blocks once again. Now these are going to be our permanent blocks. Again, I'm still facing towards the north side. I'm going to come to this left side right here, and not this first one, but this second little pillow on this bed. I'm going to place a glass block. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glass blocks. Again, skipping that last one and skipping the first one, so it looks something just like that. We're going to do the same exact thing on the pillows of this side. We're just going to add 5 glass blocks just like so. And then behind it, we're just going to fill in these 5 glass blocks like that. Again, behind it again, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glass blocks just like so. And then on this front side where the pillows are at, we're going to once again place in 5 more glass blocks. Do the same exact thing on this other side. Again, on the tops of where these pillows are at. So it ends up looking something like that. Still facing up. Now I'm facing towards the northern side still. It's going to look just like this. Now I'm going to do is I'm just going to build up right here. I'm going to build up right here. And that's because I'm going to put 1 block here. I'm going to put some blocks here just like that. And we're going to do the same exact thing on this side. And then we're just going to build up this front side by a couple blocks, because this is just where our villagers are going to be going. I'm sure you guys can guess what I'm doing. And I'm leaving this side open because this is where our tables are going to be going at. So I'm just going to keep on doing this just like so. And again, leave this open because our table is going to be going there. So I'm just going to place some blocks along the top just like so. Once again, some blocks along the top just like so, just like that. And alright, so now this next step, probably going to be the hardest step, because we have to get ourselves a whole bunch of villagers inside of this place, and we have to do them one at a time essentially. So what we're going to have to do first though is we have to grab ourselves our water bucket. So we're going to place a water bucket on the tops of every single one of these glass blocks. Yes, it's going to float on there. That's okay. It's not meant to be working right now. So yeah, you guys see one water block. Like I was saying, 1 water source on each and every one of these glass blocks before we put the villagers in. And then what we have to do is we have to put 1 table in 1 villager and make sure he links to that job. So just go ahead and give him a minute and he should link to her. He linked to bed, link to the job. You'll know he should probably have a feather or something right there on his hat. We're just going to do the same thing. And yeah, you guys would have to use a minecart and rail here, and because that's like the fastest way. Just minecart, rail, get him up here. Put them on here. I actually have a villager breeder on my channel if you need villagers, like how to breed them way easier. And again, just like that. And now I'm going to do the same exact thing over there on the other side. So you see I got all those 5 guys in. We'll do the same thing on this side. Again, water buckets on the bottoms of all this. In case you're asking why we're using water buckets, that is because villagers do never lose their jobs if they are bouncing in water. It's a weird mechanic, but they don't. Baby villagers will not work because they will get pushed down there. So I'm just going to peacefully remove that guy. And then again, we'll do the same exact thing. So 1 villager and then 1 table. And the reason we have to do this is because we have to make sure that these villagers link to their tables directly in their chambers. If you place in all of these tables and then all the villagers, some villagers would link to this table, some would link to that. And that would just mess it up, because as you see, they all need access to all of their tables. We're just going to keep doing the same exact thing through here just like this. You will get some golems starting to spawn and some cats, but this is only at like half like capacity or max rate system or whatever. I don't even know. I'm just saying words at this point because you guys see what I am doing. Alright, so as you guys see, we already have a whole bunch of iron golems dropping into here, and they're all burning right here just like so. Put some glass on there if you want to so the cats don't come out. We already have a little bit of iron. Like I said, this is only working at the maximum or half of the maximum rate, because now what we have to do is, once again, I am facing towards the north side. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to come right here. We're going to place these are going to be temporary. I'm going to place 1 fletching table right here. You know, you see in line with these guys. And again, this is facing the north side on this left side. I'm going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 fletching tables just like that. And then we're just going to go ahead and encase them the same exact way we did the other villagers, just like this. Going to encase all of them. Put glass blocks on top of those tables just like this. Go ahead and do the same exact thing. Just build that up. Again, build this all up and build this whole other side up. Again, we're going to have to place in the water all in here, all the water sources. Then again, get ourselves all of our villagers. So now what I'm going to do is now I will break these fletching tables. They were just there for us to temporarily see. And then now I will go ahead and put 1 villager in and then 1 fletching table in. Oop. So as you guys can see, those 5 villagers are happily dancing in here with these 5 fletching tables. I'm going to go ahead and flip around to the other side right here. I'm going to do the same exact thing, but I'm going to do it reverse. So as you guys see, these tables are all lined up like this. Again, I'm facing the northern side on the bottom. So instead of having the table start there, I'm gonna come to this right side right here. I'm gonna place a fletching table right here by those guys, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. Then we're gonna do the same exact thing that we did on the other side, you know, just in case them, just like this. As you can see, we have tons of golems already flowing through. Go ahead and place them up there, and then you guys get the drift. We're doing the same exact thing that we did on the other side, doing all this, placing in all of our water buckets, placing in the glass. Again, you're gonna have to get the villagers in here with a minecart and rail system, and then I'm gonna break these blocks out because I'm gonna place one villager and then one fletching table to make sure that they all link up to their proper workstations. And alright, so this next step is kind of optional. This is just to keep the villagers in because right now the farm is already working at max capacity. As you guys see, 20 villagers, 20 beds, 20 workstations, which means you get so much iron per hour. I get about 8,000 per hour is like the highest I've ever gotten, but on average it's like 7,700 iron ingots per hour. But yeah, like I was saying, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and throw a piston with a lever right here. Now this is optional if you want to place glass along the top of these guys, but they're always jumping up and down like this. You can just do this and then place these in just like so. As you see, piston, then we just flick it and push the glass along. Again, it's optional. I don't think it has too much of a difference, but it definitely protects them from all the mobs and stuff. You know, you can always build this up a little bit, but I think it looks cleaner if you'd like to do it this way. Then this is how you do it. And alright, so I went ahead and encased all of their heads in the glass just like this. And as you guys can see, this farm is now working at the maximum rate, the maximum capacity. You should get tons upon tons of iron. Already 29 iron, just taking a couple minutes that I use to build this up. So yeah, make sure you guys AFK here if you want this to work, because obviously the chunks have to be loaded. It doesn't matter where you AFK as long as you can see all the villagers, as long as they are all loaded into it. But yeah, as you guys see, iron golems are already spawning in. Everything is working beautifully and great. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, you'll get cast too, by the way. Like I said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. Any questions down below, of course, I will be helping everyone and answering. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Clap your hands if you believe.